We have technology that we can see exactly who's in these locations and buildings. So they're targeting and bombing homes knowing who and how many children were actually inside. My name is Josephine Gilbo. I'm a 17-year Army veteran. I recently got out of the military last year. Having that background as an intelligence officer and understanding what defense actually is, I can see clearly that this is not self-defense. The civilian casualties is catastrophic. They're targeting homes filled with children. The elite that sit in Capitol Hill sit there and lie over and over and over. I just want to highlight one of the biggest awakenings that I think I've had the last few weeks coming here and lobbying with the senators and the congressmen is just how corrupt our government is. And that anyone that's in the military is simply just one chess piece that they use at their leisure for their own internal gain to protect their own internal assets and money.
Okay, there's a lot of claims and not a lot of evidence or logical reasoning behind the claims. I don't understand how we got to the conclusions that she came about, but let's go through it one by one and figure out exactly where she fails to provide any arguments or evidence for her claims, right? So we don't want to just say like, yeah, you're wrong. Like we have to actually show where she is wrong. Okay, let's actually make a point, make a good point.
We have technology that we can see exactly who's in these locations and buildings. So they're
do we? Okay, first of all, do we really we have the technology that you before you bomb a place you could know exactly who's inside the buildings? I don't think we have that technology, guys. I'm not a military expert, but given the amount of news that I consume, I think that we do not have that technology. I mean, that is insane. That's like we don't even have that in sci-fi, like let alone in actual real life technology. What is she talking about? She was in the military and this is what she's saying. I'm not military expert and I think I understand how military technology works more than her. Maybe Superman can do that, but we don't have that yet. What what are you talking about? Holy crap. This is how insane you have to be anti-Israeli. And guys, this got 3 million views and 620,000 likes. 620,000 people listen to this like, yeah, oh yeah, we have that. We have the technology to know exactly who's in these buildings before we bomb it. And they're like, yeah, okay. I mean, we don't even make movies that claims that we have that technology unless they have Superman on their side. Yeah, that's insane. That is insane. Okay. Yeah, see, like exactly. They're like, do they see through concrete? How do they do that? Like, that's interesting. Israel has. Oh, I understand. Is it the space lasers, or like, is it like they're Jews? Obviously, like, is that because because they control the world, or do they have special powers? Is that what the claim is? I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, paranormal. Like, I don't know. Maybe they have access to like do Jews have superpowers? I don't know. Let's go.
Targeting and bombing homes knowing who and how many children were actually inside. My name is.
They know exactly how many children are inside. Like that's very advanced technology. I did not know Israel has that. I didn't think even the United States even has that. That's impressive that you have that thing. Guys, you've been leaving us the rest of the world like, why are you not sharing? Is this like Wakanda, where you guys have like some, is that the name? Is that you have that technology that you're not sharing with the rest of the planet? Like, how is it? How did Israel came up with, like, I know you guys are smart. I didn't know you're this smart that you have managed to be ahead of the rest of the world technology. Was how, like, okay.
It's Josephine Gilbo. I'm a 17-year Army veteran. I recently got out of the military last year. Having that background as an intelligence officer and understanding what defense actually is, I can see clearly that this is not self-defense. The civilian casualties is catastrophic.
Okay, so lady, the civilian casualties being this high does not make it not a self-defense. Once your country is attacked, you need to respond. Okay, you need to respond, because the reason why this is self-defense is because when your country is attacked, if you don't respond strongly, you are showing to your enemies that you are weak, that you don't have enough deterrent capabilities. Especially given Hezbollah was waiting to see, and the Islamic Republic in Iran was also waiting to see how Israel responds to escalate or not escalate. It was very important for Israel to show its deterrent capabilities after October 7th, especially when it was being advertised around the world how weak Israel must have been for October 7th to be possible. It was very important for Israel to respond strong and respond big. Okay, it's called demonstrating your deterrent capability. So yeah, no, this was the defense, because if you, as a government, it is your responsibility to show that when you're attacked, you could respond strong, so that other people are not tempted to try the same. You have to show to other people what will happen if they attack your country. This is exactly what you're supposed to do as a way to do self-defense. Higher civilian casualties does not make it not a self-defense. High civilian casualties could have many reasons. One of it could be that you're targeting civilians, but hey, here's an idea. It could also be not that. It could also be that you're trying everything that you possibly can to reduce civilian casualties, but your enemy is morally bankrupt and is using civilians as shields, and also because you're bombing an area where it's the second highest population, has the second highest population density on the goddamn planet. Those things make a difference. But we also know that Israel is a country that its army uses that more than any country, does more than any other country in the world to try to reduce civilian casualties. So the high civilian casualties is not Israel's responsibility. It's Hamas's responsibility. All right, let's go.
They're targeting homes filled with children. The elite.
Okay, they're not targeting homes filled with children. They're targeting Hamas in a place where the population density is high and half the population is children. Okay, if you're trying to not to get children's casualties to zero, that means that Israel cannot respond to any attacks. Do you understand that? Do you understand that given that Gaza is half children, right? And given the population density, and given that Hamas uses children as human shield, if you're asking for only a military response where no children die, that means that Israel should just let people attack it. Israel should just let people come and kill Jews with no response. That's what you're asking. I don't understand. Here's a question that none of you have ever answered. Have you guys, I haven't seen it. Maybe you have. Have you guys seen this? What should have Israel done? What should Israel have done after October 7th? Can somebody respond? Can any of these people who are saying that Israel is committing war crimes or a genocide or whatever, can any of these people tell us what should have Israel done after October 7th? Because so far, I haven't seen any answers from you guys. Because I think I know what the answer is. I think I know the only answer that satisfies you guys is for Jews to die, for Israel to just take it. That's your answer. Your silence just leaves that one answer. God damn it.
That sit in Capitol Hill, sit there and lie over and over and over. I just want to highlight one of the biggest awakenings that I think I've had the last few weeks coming here and lobbying with the senators and the congressmen is just how corrupt our government is. And that anyone that's in the military is simply just one chess piece that they use at their leisure for their own internal gain, to protect their own internal assets and money.
What internal gain? What money? They're protecting their own civilians. Okay, they got attacked, and they are responding as every government should. They're protecting their people. You freaking moron! They're protecting their own interests, their money. No, they're protecting their civilians. They're protecting Israeli citizens.